right. All right. If you can hear me, we had a question in the group, in the special class group. So we said, why do new traders, why do they take less money from the market and give more back to the market? Why do they make small profits and lose big money? So I asked you to ponder on it in the group. So if you have something to say about that, you can just raise up your hand and I'll unmute you so that you can talk.
I have something to say about that.
Okay.
Okay. I think why new traders lose a lot of money and take less from the market is because they don't have the accurate skills. You know, the market is not there to give you money. So once you don't have the accurate skills to take from the market, you rather give more to the market than taking from the market. So what they are lacking is the skills to take money from the market. That is just what they are lacking.
Thank you very much for that contribution. We need one or two more contributions before we continue.
I have a contribution to make.
All right, thank you so much. We're listening.
I think it's the paranoia.
Okay.
Like,
okay, break it down so that everybody understand.
it's fear. As a new trader, you are very scared when you like make trades. You're like, at first you're very scared. You use very little leverage, very little amount of money, and then you make profits, and then you are like, oh, let me try this other one. Like, it's so quick like this. You move on to the next one, bigger trades and stuff like that, and then it's all flopping down, it's all going haywire. Like, basically the market, it's something that if you have a strategy, you just like follow it, you stick to it. But if you don't have a strategy and you're always scared and afraid, you lose a lot of money that you gain from the market.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm so happy you mentioned fear. So, I don't know, do we still have one more person that wants to share?
I feel like it's lack of information. Lack of information now giving about fear when you're not sure what you want to do next.
Somebody speaking?
Yeah, lack of information.
Okay, lack of information.
And that would make the fear, that will make you afraid because you don't know what to do next move.
Can you speak up a little so that we can hear you better?
Lack of information. You don't know what your next move will be. You're just predicting it. So you're not really sure of it. So that was bring about that fear. It's still going back to lack of information.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that contribution. So quickly, let's go to trading view so that I can write one or two things on the screen. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, very loud and clear.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, so in order not to waste time, I just want to make this very quick and straight to the point. Favor mentioned fear, and that is actually it. And I want us to look at it. What exactly is the cause of fear? Like, can anybody come up with something? What could be the cause of fear?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go on.
I think for when you have fear, like you're scared of losing your money. Just it's like you're scared.
Okay, very good. So what we want to say now, what we want to learn is what's the fear? Okay, you just mentioned fear of losing your money. So,
That.
what's the cause of that fear of losing money?
I think it's fear of being wrong. You're not sure if this is right or if it's wrong. So you're scared of losing it.
Okay, so you just mentioned another fear now. You said fear of being wrong. Okay, so we are still using the same word, fear. This is what I'm seeing here is fear. So, but my question is, what's the cause of the fear?
Lack of
I think it's
knowledge
fear
and
of missing out.
Good, that's still another fear. That's another form of fear. So, we want to get to the root cause of this fear. By the way, we still have one more fear. There are actually four. We have fear of leaving money on the table. So, using this recipe. Okay, so you guys have successfully mentioned the basic fears. Fear of losing money, fear of being wrong, fear of missing out, fear of leaving money on the table. So the question is, what's the cause of these fears?
lack of adequate information, understanding of the market, and wisdom.
Okay, lack of adequate information. You said something
Understanding
else.
of the market and wisdom.
Understanding of the market. What else?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. All right. Thanks so much. Let's look at this. Have you ever heard of this word before?
What of low capital?
Yeah, that's very funny, honestly.
Yeah, I'm asking a question now. Have you ever heard of this word before?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Hearing just few voices. How many people have heard of this word before?
Yes, sir.
I've
I've heard
heard,
of expectation.
Great. Can someone just share what's your opinion of expectation? What's an expectation? Just anything. What's your own idea of expectation?
I think expectation is a strong belief that something will happen.
Okay. So somebody said strong belief. Okay. Another person. Let me use strong belief. Okay. Do we have someone else? Okay. We have someone wants to speak. Strong belief. What else? What's an expectation to you? I don't know if you can hear me.
We can hear you loud and clear.
All right.
Sorry, let me get your question right.
Yeah, I said, what's your opinion of this word?
Expectation
Expectation.
in forex market, in crypto market.
You say?
Is it on crypto market or general
No,
explanation?
just generally. What's an expectation to you?
Can I talk?
All
Sure,
right.
sure.
So, for me, I think expectation is when you're anticipating for like profit, you're anticipating for something good, more.
Okay.
You're
So
expecting
use the
something positive, yeah.
okay, anticipation. Okay. Can we get one more person to tell us something?
I also think expectation is the kind of you're having this confidence that something will happen.
Okay.
Something
I think
positive.
I get the word there. That's confidence.
I think expectation is your wants, your desires.
Okay. Desire. Thank you. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go with these words. Now, can someone help us differentiate between a guess? Okay, no, let's not go there yet. Can someone differentiate between these two words, realistic expectation and unrealistic expectation?
Mm.
Yeah, I'm listening. If you have something, just go ahead.
Realistic expectation, I would say realistic expectation is when you have like a plan, like you know what you're doing, you have this knowledge, and you say, okay, if I do like for a trade now, let's assume like you are trading and you've done your analysis, you've done everything, and you expect like this thing's supposed to like go my way. You get what I'm saying? I think that is
Yeah.
for me. That is a realistic expectation. And unrealistic is like you just feel like okay, this thing will just go. No backup, no plan, nothing, nothing. Like you just believe that okay, to just you get what I'm
Great.
saying.
Great. Okay. Thank you so much. Someone else wants to try put it in another word. How can you differentiate between the two realistic and unrealistic expectation? Hello?
Sir, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, speak up. I can hear you now.
Realistic expectations are setting
Yeah.
standards of being honest about what you can accomplish in a specific time frame,
Okay.
while unrealistic expectations are making your expectations too high, not adding the accomplishment which you want to accomplish in a specific time frame, because the time frame is very important. Let's say for example, if you're trading and you're trading with $100 account, your
Okay.
expectations are high that you want to take that $100 account to $1,000 account in just 3 days. Those are unrealistic expectations because your expectations are high. Why realistic expectation in that same aspect? If you want to grow a $100 account, you need to break it down in step by steps. Let's say you are taking $100 to $105, from $105 to $110. You're making it realistic and time frame bound.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you. So, do we have someone else that wants to add something? So, what would be a realistic expectation now? $100 to how much within a month would be realistic? Yeah, Emmanuel, you just spoke now.
Come again. Come again with the question.
Yeah, if we said $100 to 1,000 is unrealistic, so $100 to how much can we say is realistic within a
Let's
month?
say if you want to grow $100 account in 1 month, it's it's realistic. But if you want to grow $100 account to $1,000 account in 1 week, that is unrealistic because you're just going to blow the account. Why will you blow the
Okay,
account? Because you'll be
is
tempted to use big averages,
okay. You
which
said $100 to how much is realistic?
you can turn $100 to $200 in a month
Okay,
if you stick to your trading plan. But trying to turn $100 to $1,000 in a month will make you set risk high plan because you are going to be using high leverages, which can destroy your trading psychology when the trade go against you.
all right. Thank you so much. Do we have anyone else that wants to add to this?
Using $100 account in a month, I think making 10% to 20% of that capital is realistic. But making
Okay,
like 50 to 100% of that $100 amount is unrealistic. Even if it is realistic, you're only putting yourself to greed. You're only opening yourself to psychological damage.
all right. So I'm hearing you say anything above 50% monthly is unrealistic. Is that what you just said?
No, it's realistic, but you're putting yourself in greed mode. Like you are exposing yourself to more uh, you are trading with greed. Yeah, let me put it that way.
Okay, trading with greed.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now,
Uh,
you just nailed it. And if we take this to real life situation, you will see that this is what happens in real life. So this is why I love trading, because trading, the skill of trading can be transferred to real life. There are certain things that we expect from people, and when they don't do it, we get disappointed. And if we check those expectations, if they are unrealistic, there's bound to be failure, there's bound to be fear that they may not fulfill that expectation. So this is a primary cause of fear, expectation. So as a trader, we must first of all understand this. This is what most new traders don't understand. So what we are doing today is more like creating that awareness for every new trader that this number one thing, expectation, will cause fear. And this is the danger of fear. That fear now, these fears we just mentioned above here now, the fear of losing money, the fear of being wrong, the fear of missing out, the fear of leaving money on the table, all of these fears are going to be happening anytime you put on a trade because of the unrealistic expectation. Another word we call the unrealistic expectation is erroneous expectation. It's an error. It will cause trading errors. As long as you're having those expectations, you are bound to making trading errors. So we're going to talk about the trading errors, the common ones. But first of all, let us break down these trading fears. So we now understand that our expectation, the trading and the unrealistic expectations are going to cause trading fear. And the trading fears cause trading errors. And those errors causes loss of account. So let me draw that diagram for you to see. So we have unrealistic expectation. Now, when I was a new trader, I didn't know this too. I was just trading. So, and this unrealistic expectation will cause trading fears. And these trading fears will cause trading errors. And these errors will cause loss of account. So that's how it works. So this is what I wish I knew when I was a new trader. I didn't know. I was just trading. I didn't know the cost. I'll make small money, then I'll try to do it again and end up losing the small money and end up losing my capital. This happens to almost everybody. So now if we're able to understand that the number one cause is the unrealistic expectation, it helps us to work on where the solution can quickly come out from. Because most people, they start watching more YouTube videos on trading strategies, trading edge. They start working on the wrong things. I don't know if you can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear.
Good. The essence of this class is to help you, save you years and save you money wasted on making these trading errors. A lot of people have been trading for years and they've been learning, spending money trying to break through. But the problem is they are working on the wrong things. They're working on the wrong things. The errors can be fixed if the fears are fixed, and the fears can be fixed if the expectation is fixed. So, and here's what happens. This is unrealistic expectation. Now, let's say we have this expectation, we want to take $100 to $1,000 within a week. The expectation is unrealistic. Because of that, we start using high leverage. We start jumping into trades, and before you know, the money is gone. So what are the trading fears? Fear of losing money. Most of the time, most new traders, they actually use money that they want to use tomorrow. Money that they want to use to eat tomorrow. That's the money they'll be using to trade today. There's no way they won't lose that money because that trade may require them to spend like 30 minutes to 1 hour waiting for everything to play out. But because they're afraid, they don't want to lose the money, they make errors, and they end up losing the money. And another thing with losing is that this is psychology now. Anytime we lose, it taps us into the pain of all the times we've lost money in our lives. But most people don't know. Not just money. The mind has an accumulated pain of all the times we've lost something in the past. So even if it's $1 you're losing in the market today, the pain you're going to be feeling will be the pain of all the times you've lost something. And you will not understand that that's the pain you are feeling. You just be feeling that pain, that mental pain, the emotional pain that you've lost again. So a lot of new traders don't understand this. I also didn't understand this when I was a new trader. So if you're understanding it early, it helps you to quickly make the adjustments that we're going to talk about. So that's fear of losing money. The second, now let me ask you this question. When you were younger, anytime you are wrong, what do your parents do, or teachers in school? What do they do? Are you with me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so anytime you are wrong, what do they do? Do they praise you? Do parents
No,
praise you? What do they do?
they correct us
How do they correct? Is it playfully or harshly?
harshly most of the times.
Most of the time. So we're always afraid of being wrong because of that. In school, if you fail, you are punished. So that has created an accumulation of pain in our minds. So we have now been conditioned not to want to be wrong. That's why when people argue, they don't want to appear wrong. They don't want to admit that they are wrong. So they can even fight just to prove that they are right because they don't want to feel that pain of being wrong. And the same thing happens in the market. There might be a trade going against one. Instead of one to admit that, okay, I was wrong to enter this trade. Instead of leaving the trade on time, we want to be looking for reasons why that decision was correct, and we end up losing. So it all boils down to the fear of being wrong. So the same thing that happens to pain of losing money, it taps us to the pain, the accumulated pain of all the times we've been wrong in our lives, all those punishments we've received. That's what we'll be feeling. Even if it's $1 we are losing, it taps us into that pain. Next one is pain of missing out. This one happens to every new trader. Like maybe there's a signal now in the channel. Some people might say that, okay, the price has not gotten to the entry zone, or it has gotten to the entry zone and now in profit. They might jump into the trade without waiting for it to return back to the entry zone. Why? Because they don't want to miss out. And if that trade happened to be a losing trade, they end up losing more than they're supposed to lose. So that is another fear that causes loss of account. And the last fear is the fear of leaving money on the table. Now, maybe the trade is in profit, maybe it has even hit TP1, but because you see that TP2 will give you more profit, you are waiting. You didn't take partial profit. You're waiting for it to hit TP3 instead of taking partial profit. At the end of the day, the trade goes against you and you lose money. Now, that is fear. That's fear. So this thing happens every day to new traders, and it causes a lot of struggle. They go up small today, tomorrow they are back. Like it's a constant struggle for new traders. So, but as a new trader now, if you're understanding that, okay, this is what causes this fear, it will reduce some of these errors, some of these fears, like it will be under control. So we will have that increased awareness about the situation that, okay, this is what is happening to me. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. So that is what we have in this class. So we're going to talk about what we are going to do, but the purpose of this class today is to create the awareness that I am having trading fears. And the reason why I'm having this trading fear is because of my unrealistic expectations. So, and because of this fear now, I'm causing some errors. And the number one error that most people make is failing to predetermine the risk. That is, failing to decide, okay, if this trade goes against me, how much will I lose? Do I accept to lose this amount? So, is anybody here, how many of you here usually determine how much you will lose if the trade hits your stop loss?
I do, sir.
Oh? Yeah, speak up. Like, let me know you do, and how often do you do it?
Good morning,
I
boss.
do.
Yeah, you're welcome. Do you determine?
I do some
Okay. And how often do you do it?
like I can tell you 80% of the time I didn't do it. I always feel regretfully, like feel bad for myself.
Okay, so this is why we are here, to learn that it is a must. Most new traders don't do it. I didn't do it when I was learning how to trade. I will just jump into trade and be open that it doesn't go against me. Most of the time, I might be lucky one or two of the time. Most of the time that I'm not lucky, I end up losing, getting liquidated. So this is why we're here having this class, so that we can be aware that it is a must. We must always predetermine the risk on every trade. So if you are placing a trade and the stop loss says put it as a special price, and you check, you see that you will lose $10 if you place that trade. Now, if $10 is too much for you to lose, if you don't accept it, if you are not at peace, that's the word, if you're not at peace with losing that $10, it's best to reduce the amount you are using to trade to an amount that if it hits your stop loss, you are okay with it, you don't care. So if you have to reduce it to $1, then that is the amount you can risk. So failure to predetermine the risk is number one trading error. If you can fix this error today, forget it, your trading has transformed from today. If you
Yes.
make up your mind to fix this one error today, you are no longer a new trader. You are now an intermediate trader.
You are right, boss. Like yesterday, I pick up a trade. Before, I don't used to have this psychology that I will lose. Like, I always wanted to win. So that will
Okay?
make me close most of my account in the past. But now, whenever I pick a trade, before I even pick a trade, I already made my calculation. Okay, this is the amount I'm willing to lose. Like yesterday, I pick up a trade. I said I'm not going to lose more than 10% of my account. And my
Okay?
profit targets, my expectation limit, instead of even 10% of profits, I reduce it because I know the kind of trade I'm taking. So with that, I have full confidence. In fact, I even left the trade, like I even closed the app, and it goes to my analysis. It goes to my analysis. Like I made a profit. So assuming I
Okay.
lost that, I mean I lost that trade. It won't still bother me because I've already put up my intention that okay, this is what I'm willing to lose.
All right. So thank you for sharing that. Whenever you make up your mind that, okay, this is the amount I'm willing to risk on this trade, that fear completely goes away because you're at peace with losing the amount. So if it happens, no problem, because
Yes.
you're at peace with the amount. But anytime you're not at peace with the amount you will lose, there's no way, even if you go to sleep, you will not sleep well.
We will still be talking about it.
So this is a basic thing that we must learn if we want to become a consistently successful trader. Now, the second error that is also very important to fix, these two errors, once you fix them, I can even say you're already a pro trader. The second error is failing to predetermine your entry and exit. That is, you don't know what will have to happen in the market for you to enter, and you don't know what will have to happen in the market for you to leave at loss or leave at profit. So new traders never do that. They don't predetermine, they don't determine it upfront. That okay, if price gets to this place, this is where I will enter. And if price gets to this place, this is where I will leave at loss, that is stop loss, or this is where I will leave at take profit. Most new traders, once the trades start going their way, they will start, that's another fear on its own. Especially if the market pull back a little, maybe they are in profit in, maybe let's say they are in $50 profit, the market now pulls back a little to $30 profit.
They
The
will leave the
fear
market.
has started already, and the market might still be going their way, but because of that fear, they might jump out of the trade, and the market might keep going their way. And also, the stop loss, maybe it's going against them. They don't know when to go out. They keep praying that it goes back to their entry, or at least give them their money back
Very careful.
so that they can just get out of the trade. They keep praying and hoping, and the trade might even come back a little to their entry and go back again against them, and they may eventually lose all their money because no stop loss. So this thing happens a lot. It happens every day. A lot of new traders suffer for it, and still they don't know what to do about it. So if you can write these two errors down and start working on it, you have moved away from new trader straight to pro trader. And the two errors again are failing to predetermine risk and failing to predetermine entry and exit prices. So if you have questions on what we said so far, I'll be happy to answer.
Um.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. Not. The question is not even related to what we are discussing.
Okay. We need questions based on what you are discussing now.
All right.
But if there are no questions on what we are discussing now, we can take one or two from outside.
Okay. Let's wait if people have questions about that.
My question is on this
Okay.
failing to predetermine your entry and exit prices.
Okay.
Like you set an entry point, you set an exit point, and then you are like, when some people see that it's not going their way for the exit, they don't know when to like exit the market. Like when you see that it's not going your way, would you wait until it actually hits the exit price, or like how would you know? Like how would you? Is that like would it be like you've already accepted the risk that okay, if it reaches this point, I'm willing to lose the money or something like that?
Yeah. Now this is where technical analysis come into play. The technical analysis will tell us the best place to enter the market. Our edge in the market will tell us what is most likely to happen when price comes to a particular zone. There are zones in the market that once price come there, it is more likely for it to bounce up or more likely for it to bounce down. So as a technical analyst, there are those zones that we know in the market. So, and if price did not bounce from that zone and pass that zone, it means that bounce, that edge is not holding at that particular moment. So it is best to get out of the trade. So to answer your question now, that is where technical analysis comes in. So when you learn how to identify your edge in the market, then you will be able to know, okay, this trade is no longer going my way, or my guess is not correct, so I have to leave the market. I don't know if I answer your question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You answered it perfectly.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, my question,
Okay.
what if you've predetermined your risks, your exits, and your stop loss point, and the trade has actually gone your way, but pulled back with the hopes that it will actually go your way, but still keep pulling back? Is it right for you to just get out of the trade or wait for it to reverse back?
Okay, you said the trade has already gone your way first.
Yeah,
Did it hit your TP1 or 2, or it has not hit?
it has not hit neither of the TP, but then
Okay.
pulled back and started holding at that entry point.
Okay. As long as you first of all predetermine your risk, you know that, okay, this is the amount I will lose if it hits my stop loss, and this is the amount I will take if it hits my take profit. Now, if the trade is still within the range of your entry zone, it has not hit your TP, it has not hit your stop loss, all you have to do is keep watching it and see what it does first. Will it hit your TP first or your stop loss first? So, because you're already at peace with whatever happens, you're at peace with losing the amount that you are risking. So, all you have to do is just watch the trades, watch and see what happens.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, do we still have question? Somebody say wants us to ask question not related to this. So, you can ask your question now.
All right. Thank you. The question is about managing small equity, like $10 to $50 above, like especially $10. Most people, most forex traders, especially some mentors, they will make you believe that you can actually do that. So I wanted to ask if it is possible. Is it possible? Like, because even when you are managing $100 account, it's quite challenging. Talk more of managing $10 account. So that's what I wanted to know.
You said if it is possible to take $10 to what? To how much?
If it is possible to manage $10 account.
Okay, if it is possible to manage $10 account and trade it to how much?
Like I'm trading to $100 or 50
Okay, $10 to $100 within the space of
a month.
what's the time duration?
A month.
Within a month.
Yeah.
Can I
Okay,
say something about that?
okay. Yeah, I think it's still related to what we've said today. $10 to $100 within a month. That's a good question. What I would say is that it depends on your trading skill. There are some people that are so good that that is a realistic expectation.
Aye.
So, however, on a professional level, that is $10 to $100, that's 10x within a month.
Yeah, times 10.
Good. On a professional level, that is an unrealistic expectation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that doesn't mean that some people cannot do it. And the challenge is they might even be able to do it in a month, but the next month they might lose all that money. So it will not be consistent. And the reason why we're having this class is to help us become consistently successful. We want to be able to do it over and over and over again. So if we're looking to be consistently successful, because we want trading to be a lifetime skill, so that we know that, okay, this is a skill I can rely on. So the skills required to be consistently successful are different from the skills required to explode an account, like to take an account from $100 to even $1,000. They are two different skills. So most people think that if you can take account from maybe $100 to $1 million, you are a great trader. That's not what makes one a great trader. What makes one a great trader is when you're able to get the same result consistently, when you're able to grow your account consistently. Not that you go one step today, you go 2 steps backward tomorrow, you go another 3 steps forward next tomorrow, then another 10 steps backward. No, that's not consistency. So the goal of this class is to help us get to that consistency level.
Okay.
So I don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah, you do.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, so the class continues in the special class. So those of you that are there, okay, somebody was raising his hand. Those of you that are in the special class will continue. And those of you that are not in the special class, if you want to join, you can qualify by using Bitmart, using our affiliate link. So that is how to qualify to join the special class. So if there's any other question, we can take it before we call it a day.
I don't understand, sir. Like, just joining the using your link for Bitmart.
Yes, you
Well,
trade on Bitmart using our affiliate link, or you download the app, then use our code to register.
Hello?
Yeah, ask a question. Yeah, somebody
Hello?
speaking. Yes, go ahead, ask a question.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Thank you so much for what you are doing. We really appreciate you.
You're welcome.
God will continue to strengthen you as you want it to well for all of us. It shall be well with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, most of what you have said, sir, is true with we the new traders. But one thing I observe is I think there was a time I don't know, maybe it's a friend or there, but I heard somewhere that setting stop loss at times might equally be an issue because a situation whereby a trade is going, the other way, and peradventure your SL, maybe it got to your SL, it throw you out, and maybe it's a bit below your SL, and it pick up again. By virtue of you, setting your SL by knowing your target or thereabout or amount you want to lose, and you set the stop loss, and eventually maybe you set a stop loss at 148, and eventually the thing got to 146 and pick up again. And because you set your stop loss, you are out of the trade, and you now discover you got to 146 and pick up again. There was a time I, do away with a certain stop loss, and it really cost me. So, but with this you have said is an eye opener again. But in that area, I want to ask, what can someone do so that at least you can still be on the edge or thereabouts? Then at
Okay.
times, a trade might be going your way, just like you explained. Maybe it's at $50, it come down to $30, and you are looking at it will go back to $50 or more, and you are in it. But eventually, it didn't go your way. Instead of you to have taken maybe the 20 or 30, you eventually lost all the profit and even lost your money. And so, tomorrow now you have another trade. Maybe it's moving and it got to maybe $20, and it slides back to $15, and you quickly take it so that you will not lose again like you did yesterday. So what can one do in situations like that? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for your question. I really understand. It's the pain of almost every trader. It happens as a new trader. So in case where you set your stop loss and price take you a little, just hit your stop loss and go in your favor, there is something that they call sweep in the market. The entry zone can get swept by price. So there's something we do in technical analysis. We check, was it a sweep or the price closed below that entry zone? So if it was a sweep, it is possible to re-enter that trade. But if it wasn't a sweep, it is best to leave that trade. So that is a technical analysis case. It is technical analysis that will help decide what to do. But at that particular time, most new traders don't know this. What they just want to do is to get their money back. So what they do is just jump back in because they want to revenge. They want to get back their money, and they end up losing more. So in that kind of case, since we are learning this now, that okay, there's something they call predetermined entry and exit. So if the person wants to re-enter that trade, it is best to do the same thing again. Predetermine, is it in my entry zone? And what will be my new stop loss? What will be my new take profit? Do I accept to lose the amount I want to set in the stop loss? If those questions are yes, then the trade can be re-entered. So because every trade, every single trade, we must always predetermine the risk. We must always predetermine the exit, that is the stop loss and the take profit. So you asked one other question. Okay, I think
Yes,
that should
but
be
I have
the fear of leaving money on the table.
Yes.
Yeah, in fear of leaving money on the table. That is why if you check our trade signals, we always have TP1, TP2, TP3. There are certain amounts, there are certain places that price will get to that it's more likely going to pull back a little before continuing in the direction of our trade. So that's why we usually have things like TP1, TP2, TP3. So that is where we learn how to take partial profits. So that is still under technical analysis. We learn how to take partial profit at certain points in the trades, so that if the trade eventually goes against us, we might not even lose anything or might have taken some substantial profit. So I don't know if I answered your question.
Yes, I do. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so you said we should join your Bybit using your
Um,
link.
Bitmart.
Okay, where is the link? Because I only
Yes,
see
we're going to share it
that.
again in the channel now.
Okay.
So
Boss,
it's
please,
to
I have a
qualify,
question.
you have to register and trade. Not just to register, you have to register and trade. That's how we know that you are serious about joining the special class.
Boss, please, I have a question.
Okay.
Okay, my
Just
question is
this should
that
be the last
I
question so
think.
that we wrap up.
Okay, boss. My question is that, like, there's something I didn't really understand. Like, this thing is really giving me a headache, and I confirm it this morning again, and that is why I just want to ask the question now. Does percentage actually matters in like all this PS trading? Because sometimes you see that the percentage is rising. The let's say the coin, the price is $5. Then you see that the percentage is rising, maybe it's in 5.5, and you can see the percentage is rising, rising. Then you say, okay, let me work with the percentage. Then when you now start trading, when the percentage is now coming down, the price is not coming down. Like sometimes you even see minus from 60% to -10, and the difference between the price can just be maybe $0.5 or something. So I'm just like, does percentage actually matters?
Okay, it depends on what you're using the percentage for. So if you enter a trade, the leverage you use is going to affect the percentage you are seeing on your own trade. Do you know about leverage?
Yes, sir.
Good. So if you are using 3x leverage now, the percentage loss or profit is going to be different from when you're using 10x leverage. So if the coin itself increased by 1% and you're using 3x leverage, it means you're going to be in profit of 3%. If you're using 10x leverage, you're going to be in profit of 10%. And the same thing goes for the loss. If the coin reduced by 1% and you're using 3x leverage, you're going to be a loss of 10x leverage. You're going to be in loss of 10%. So it all boils down to the leverage you are using. All right. So thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. Feel free to still drop your questions in the group. We'll be answering them.
I really enjoyed.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So with
Boss,
the technical analysis is to help us know where to enter a trade, where to exit a trade, and all of that. So if you learn everything together, it's really going to help one become a better trader. Okay?
hi, boss.
Yeah?
Hello. Do you do account management?
No. We don't manage account for people.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Do have a great day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.